Good day, grade 10. So in this video, I'll be discussing our next lesson, which is intersection of lines. A set of equations for which a common solution is sought is called a system of equations. And the solution of a system of two equations in two variables is an ordered pair that makes both equations true. And there are many ways on how we find the solutions of system of linear equations. The first one, finding the solutions by graphing. One way to solve a system of equations is to graph the equations and find the coordinates of the points of intersection. And since the point or points of intersection are on both graphs, these ordered pairs are the solutions of the system. Consider the following system of linear equations. We have x minus y equals 1 and x plus y equals 3. Remember, kapag systems of linear equations, we have two equations. We have equation 1 and equation 2. And take note, the left brace is used to indicate that the two equations form a system. Okay, so we have here x minus y equals 1 and x plus y equals 3. In finding the solutions, we have to find the ordered pair that will make both equations true. So, ibig sabihin, what is the value of x and y that makes x minus y equals 1? And what is the value of x and y here that makes x plus y equals 3. So, ibig sabihin, kung ano yung value ni x dito, yun din yung value ni x sa second equation. At kung ano yung value ni y sa first equation dito, yun din yung value ni y dito. Okay? So, since hindi nakasulat ang equations natin sa slope-intercept form, gagamit tayo ng ibang method in graphing these lines. Let us use the x and y intercept. Again, sa pag-graph ng lines using the x and y intercept, first step na gagawin natin is, obviously, find the x and y intercept. So, this is the first equation. So, in finding the x-intercept, set y as 0. Substitute lang natin si 0 kay y. We will be having x minus 0 equals 1. So, ang ating x-intercept is 1. Next, we have y-intercept. Set x as 0. So, this time, our x here is 0. So, we have negative y equals 1. And divide both sides by negative 1 to make this positive. So, we have y equals negative 1. So, i-graph lang natin yon. X-intercept natin is positive 1, andito. And our y-intercept is negative 1. Then, kukonect lang natin yung 2 points. This is the graph of the first equation. Next equation we have is x plus y equals 3. Same step, x-intercept natin. So, set y as 0. Simply, we have x as positive 3. Next, we have the y-intercept. Set x as 0. Simply, we have y is positive 3. Then, gagraph lang ulit natin siya dun sa same coordinate axis na ginamit natin. So, again, x-intercept is 3. And y-intercept is positive 3. Then, connect lang natin yung 2 points na yon. And, kung napapansin natin, the two lines intersect at this point, which is point 2, 1. Okay po? So, notice that the two lines intersect at exactly one point, which is point 2, 1. So, this point of intersection is the solution to the given systems of linear equations. Yun na po. This is the point of intersection and at the same time, this is the solution of the given system. Okay? Pwede nating i-check kung tama yung sagot natin. Dapat masasatisfy ni 2, 1 yung parehas na equation. We have x minus y equals 1. So, substitute ang 2 sa x and 1 sa y. So, we have 2 minus 1 equals 1. So, this is correct. Next, we have x plus y equals 3. Substitute lang ulit natin si 2, 1. X kay 2 and 1 kay y. So, we have 2 plus y equals 3. Ibig sabihin, tama ang ating sagot na 2, 1. Okay? Remember, a system of linear equations having a solution set that contains only one ordered pair, okay, nag-intersect lang sa only one point, is said to be consistent and independent. Next, graph each linear equation in one coordinate plane using the x and y intercept. So, next we have 6x minus 3y equals 9 and 2x minus y equals 6. So, we have the first and second equation. So, ganun lang ulit yung gagawin natin. Gagraph natin siya using the x and y intercept. Anyways, kahit anong method ng graphing yung gawin nyo, okay lang. Kung saan kayo mas nadadalian. So, set y as 0. We have 6x minus 3 times 0 equals 9. So, this is simply 0. We have 6x minus 0 equals 9. So, we have 6x equals 9. Divide both sides by 6. We have x is 3 over 2. This is the x-intercept. Next, y-intercept. We have set x as 0. So, we have 6x minus 3y equals 9. So, 6 times 0 is simply 0. Minus 3y equals 9. Then, divide both sides by negative 3. Our y is simply negative 3. Then, ipa-plot lang ulit natin siya. Our x-intercept is 3 over 2. And our y-intercept is negative 3. Then, connect lang natin yung 2 points na yun. And next equation, we have 2x minus y equals 6. Find the x-intercept. So, set y as 0. We have 2x minus 0 equals 6. 2x equals 6. Divide both sides by 2. We have x equals 3. Next, y-intercept natin. Set x as 0. We have 2 times 0 minus y equals 6. This is simply 0. We have now negative y equals 6. Divide both sides by negative 1 to make this positive. So, our y is negative 6. Then, plot lang ulit natin siya dun sa same axis na ginamit natin. So, we have x-intercept is 3 and y-intercept is negative 6. Okay? So, kung napapansin natin, the lines are parallel. Notice that the two lines are parallel, so in this case, there is no point of intersection, and therefore, the system has no solution. Always remember, a system of linear equations with no solution is called an inconsistent system. Next, graph each linear equation in one coordinate plane using their x and y intercept. So we have x minus 4y equals 1 and 2x minus 8y equals 2. So we have the first and second equation here. Again, find the x-intercept of the first equation. Set y as 0. So, we have x minus 4y equals 1. So, we have x minus 4 times 0 equals 1. And 4 times 0 is simply 0. So, our x is simply positive 1. Our x-intercept. For our y-intercept, set x as 0. So, we have x minus 4y equals 1. We have negative 4y equals 1. Negative 4y. We will be having negative 4y equals 1. Divide both sides by negative 4. Our y is simply negative 1/4. So, ipa-plot lang ulit natin siya. X-intercept is 1 and y-intercept is negative 1/4. Then, connect lang natin yung 2 points. Next equation, the x-intercept, set y as 0. So, we have 2x minus 8 times 0 is 0 equals 2. So, we have 2x equals 2 and divide both sides by 2. X is 1. For the y-intercept, set x as 0. So, we have 2x minus 8y equals 2. 2 times 0 is simply 0. So, we will be having now negative 8y equals 2. To make it positive, divide both sides by negative 8. So, we have y equals negative 1/4. So, again, kung napapansin natin, x-intercept is 1, y-intercept is negative 1/4. Kapag kinonect natin, we will be having the same line. Okay? The graphs of these two equations coincide as shown. So, coinciding lines sila. Meaning, the system have an infinite number of solutions since the lines have the same graph. Okay, always remember, a system of linear equations having infinite number of solutions is called a dependent system.